Hello everybody, welcome to another Friday Night Magic Report. This week I actually played my Boros Singleton deck that I had set up for the previous week. Unfortunately, family emergency caused me to leave. I had to drop out of the tournament, and family emergency is passed, and so far things are going okay, so that's cool. In any case, I'm going to go over my my deck, and we'll talk about what happened and what I've learned from my experiences. Well, first off, anytime, where is he? He's in the threes. Anytime this dude shows up, he becomes instant target, because at least in my store, everybody knows what this guy is capable of. So they tend to burn him right away. What they don't see coming usually is the prophetic flame speaker. This guy did work. He worked and worked and worked, and forced opponents to block him almost all the time. Other ones that did their work, Dawnbringer Charioteers. Yep, this card was beast. While playing, I should have bestowed with an Everflame Eidolon, and where's the Ghostblade? On the Dawnbringer Charioteers, and they saw that and said, okay, scoop. So there was that, and the Archangel of Thune. She is just so awesome. Ghostblade Eidolon bestowed on her, and I completely wigged out one of my opponents when she hit for the first strike damage. Everything got a +1/+1 counter, and then she hit for the regular damage, then everything got a +1/+1 counter. My opponent did not know that worked that way. One of the things you're going to find out about this deck is there are a lot of enchantment creatures. I wanted to make sure that we had a lot of enchantments for the Ajani's Chosen, which never made an appearance. I never pulled it, ever. Heliod and Perforos worked hand in hand beautifully, along with Iroas, and these are still enchantment creatures. So let's see here. I think that is all of them right here and right here. So these enchantment creatures are awesome with the bestow capability and everything. Really had a good time playing this deck. Came in 2-2, mainly because the other decks were just super fast decks, and I had a really hard time keeping up with them because I started getting mana screwed, or I was getting mana flooded. Running exactly 24 lands in the deck, and I don't know why I keep getting mana screwed all the time. Rubblebelt Maaka, Scorchwalker, Pyrewild Shaman. I think, yep, these are the 3 combat trick creatures I used, and they did their job. Whoa, we don't want him that far over. Rubblebelt Maaka and Scorchwalker throwing on my double strikers. Pyrewild Shaman coming back once, that was awesome. Avacyn never showed up. Aurelia, oh my god, she got bounced 3 or 4 times, and I kept getting her out, kept getting her out. Could not get her countered. She caused two times when I had double attack steps. Tajic, he came out, he became a wall. Nobody could get past him. No one. It was pretty cool. So one of the guys got a Thassa as a creature and started attacking, and Tajic was out and just stopped it every time. Anax and Cymede, they were used once to some decent effect, but that was about it. Generator Servant gave Aurelia haste, but he was able to act as ramp to get her out, because I was mana screwed at the time. Boros Charm never saw play, so I'll just put that right here over Avacyn. Precinct Captain never saw play. Phalanx Leader, he came out and he did like one or two things and then died. Imposing Sovereign came out once and caused a little bit of issue. Hero of Iroas was a target just like the Fabled Hero. As soon as he came out, bam. Akroan Skyguard once burned away. Ajani's Presence. That was an awesome combat trick. It let me do some fun stuff. Lagana Band came out once. Couldn't really tell what happened with her. Hoplite with once. Soldier of the Pantheon a couple of times, and he actually did pretty well. Legion Loyalist was a beast. Beast. I went up against a token deck, and that just shut the deck down. Guy couldn't block with anything, and the stuff I had coming in just killed it all. Chandra's Phoenix and Wingsteed Rider both came in once each. They made a small modification to the board, but not a huge one. Boros Reckoner. Now, we all know he's a beast, and he was an awesome beast. He just completely rocked the house. I convinced one of my opponents to kill him off, which a Satyr Fire Drinker blocked my Boros Reckoner, and the Satyr Fire Drinker was beefed up with, oh boy, Madcap skills. So, Boros Reckoner and something attacked. I think it was the Soldier of the Pantheon. He put enough to kill the Soldier of the Pantheon, and then the rest on the Boros Reckoner. I asked him if he wanted to do that. He said yes. So he took 3, 4, 5 from the Soldier of the Pantheon and from the Boros Reckoner, and then he took another 4 from the Boros Reckoner straight to the face. And that pretty much, the guy stabilized a couple of turns after that and won, but it did go to 3 games. So overall, things worked out well. Favored Hoplite in my mono white deck, he's a house. He cleans up. I have a lot of targeting spells, of course, and that also made it really hard for people to do anything about him in combat because of his personal fog effect. This is the first time I actually tried Lagana Band Trailblazer in any type of deck, and she really didn't do much. She became a good blocker, and that was about it. Couldn't do much of anything else with her. So that's pretty much it. One of the things I have to remember are my stupid triggers. Soldier of the Pantheon, trigger. There's another one that there was a trigger I kept forgetting. No, I think that's the only one. Iroas is pretty easy to remember, but everything else, yeah, pretty much went okay. Let's see here. Where is it? This Battlefield Forge, it did a lot of work, and I took a lot of damage from it. So, it's great. It comes in untapped, but it damages you. Mutavault actually did some work, and of course, most Mutavaults will, and that's the only copy I have in my entire collection. Sacred Foundry, they came out a couple of times. Temple of Triumph and Temple of Enlightenment. Those guys got the scry going on. Boros Guildgate is useless. I put it in there for mana fixing, and I should not have. Darksteel Citadel. I had it in there in case there was land destruction, because there's still some there, but it was pointless to put it in there. Mana Confluence, it did its job. Got me the mana fixing I needed in the early game, but after that, it was pretty much a liability. Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. The only time I got enough devotion to use this was when I had the Dawnbringer Charioteers. I had Soldier of the Pantheon, and I think it was, where is it? Eidolon of Hope. No, that's not it. Hopeful Eidolon, there you go. And that got me some devotion. And a dual deck doing devotion cards like Nykthos probably isn't the best bet unless you're doing a lot of hybrid or multicolor. So overall, the deck was fun to play. I think if I took it from a singleton format and beefed up with my full playset of Boros Reckoners and all my prophetic flame speakers and fabled heroes, and then doubled up on all the bestow creatures, I probably would have done a lot better. So I'm going to continue doing singleton decks, but I'm going to pay more attention to synergies and combos in the future, because after this week, I'm going to be going to drafting instead of to do standard, because with the new rotation, we're going to see 18-month rotations rather than 24-month rotations, and though drafts are $10 more, at least I know I'm standard and I'm getting standard cards every time I draft. So for each season, for each set season, I'm going to be drafting, and then on game days I'll be doing standard. So you'll see some game day reviews from me on my decks and the deck techs. And of course I'll be playing EDH at tournaments and everything, probably at two of the different establishments I frequent. Maybe others will have to see. So until next time, enjoy playing Magic, enjoy playing games. This is Excalibur, and I'm out.